Welcome to Inside EHCP Genie, the Spotlight series where we share what we're learning from working alongside local authorities to strengthen EHCP quality and outcomes in practice. Each episode focuses on one area councils have told us makes a real difference, exploring common challenges, what's getting in the way, and how teams are improving consistency and confidence across plans. In this episode, we're focusing on smart outcomes and why getting them right matters so much for children, families, and services. In EHCPs, outcomes are meant to describe the difference the support will make in a child or young person's life. But from working with councils across England, we often see outcomes that are hard to measure or review in practice. They might be vague and include things like improved communication, or they mix provision into the outcome itself. Sometimes outcomes don't clearly link back to the child's needs or forward to the provision that's meant to support them. Transition planning is another common gap. Outcomes that aim to prepare a young person for adulthood aren't always clearly defined or timelined from year 9 onwards, which makes reviews less meaningful over time. When outcomes aren't specific or measurable, it becomes difficult for everyone involved. Schools and practitioners can't easily tell whether progress is being made. Reviews become descriptive rather than evaluative, and families don't always get a clear sense of what success actually looks like. Outcomes are the anchor of the EHCP. They define the benefit for the child, and Section F should clearly show how provision supports those outcomes. Without that clarity, plans can drift, reviews lose focus, and opportunities for timely adjustment are missed. In co-design sessions, councils told us they didn't want outcomes to feel like a tick box exercise. They wanted outcomes that were genuinely usable, ones that supported meaningful reviews, clearer conversations with families, and better alignment between needs, provision, and progress. So within EHCP Genie, we've built in smart outcome guardrails as part of the QA process. These prompts support practitioners to define a baseline, a clear target, success criteria, and a realistic timescale. The QA report flags where outcomes aren't yet smart and highlights what's missing, rather than rewriting outcomes or removing professional judgment. There are also structured prompts to support transition outcomes from year 9 onwards, covering areas like employment, independent living, community inclusion, and health, helping teams plan ahead, not just respond year by year. This isn't about making outcomes more complex, it's about making them clearer, more meaningful, and easier to review. When outcomes are smart, progress can be monitored and demonstrated. Reviews become more focused, accountability is clearer, and everyone involved has a shared understanding of what the plan is working towards. It's another example of how councils are strengthening EHCPs in practical ways, improving quality without adding unnecessary burden, and what we're continuing to learn alongside them. That's our spotlight on smart outcomes. In the next episode, we'll look at another common challenge councils raised around gaps, inconsistencies, and contradictions across the EHCPs, and how teams are tackling that in practice.